Alright everybody, Davis here, and we are back with yet another stream and making progress with our comic book. So, before we start properly, please do let me write out things. So, we continue today our work on the high school DXD Re-Dreamed. Okay. And it'll be art, digital artwork, second time digital art, third time digital art. Drawing, manga, anime. Okay. So, folks, I don't see the chats yet, so please do give me a moment when I'll finally get to it. And actually, low key, I am going to get a thingy here and there. You know, here and there. Okay. So here's the Twitch chat. Here's the YouTube chat. I really need to get like something that would merge the chats again. And main thing, actually, folks. Main thing. Basically, right? We are going to I've lied. We are not going to make the first panels. Maybe we'll see. Maybe when I'm going to like finally, you know, like get some more things, then I'll get to it. But we are going to actually work on a list of other stuff before we even start working on the things, right? Yes, I am artificially stretching it all out. There's a reason for that. Let's keep it straight. Okay. So, fellas, is it bad that I don't know what I'm doing? So, Square series thumbnail. It's going to be like thumbnail for the series. I wanted to go with like, you know, the DXD writing. And that makes sense, but we need like better logo. Series is, let me remind you, dark shonen supernatural drama slice of life. So I need to try like find some good fonts. Okay, and I see some good contenders. But first let's check this. So DXD, it would be like that. I'm thinking about like getting like a shadow of the school somewhere back. Let's give an even feel to this way. Let's make this like 350 because actually this is going to be like the biggest portion of it, right? And we need fonts. What good fonts do I have on my PC? The normal Arial seems cool. Protest actually is nice. No. I really like X from this font. Kind of like mix between the two, like this. You know? You see this? And then like making them closer kind of to one another. R. Okay, let's experiment. So I hate this. Okay, so you know, aphantasia problems. So now let's think. It's supposed to be like the cover art, so it needs to be catchy. What's good for the cover arts? Something flashy, right? So it should be visible, I assume. Um, shoot. Okay, whatever. I'm kind of thinking about this some kind of like school corridor here, right? Because I have to think of it like an illustration, I guess, considering that it's going to be like cover of the entire series, right? It's going to be a cover of it, so like it needs to be good, right? Looking good. Also, I hope that chats you'll be able to actually write in the chat today. Low key, like I've tried to mix things around. Hopefully that's going to work. Yeah, that school thing might be good actually. Like a corridor, like 1 point perspective thing. Okay, let's get a pen. 10 pixels. I guess just like in the dead center, right? Yeah, it kind of makes sense. So that'll be like the horizon line. So I'm going to now take my rectangle. And I'm going to make some cool lines, like 5 pixel big. Because it's going to be like, you know, area that's going to grow smaller. So I kind of want to do that, but it's also going to like help me, you know, figuring out sections of this, right? So like, oh, on this wall we're going to have that, on this wall we're going to have that, yada 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 yada. And kind of like this infinite corridor type stuff, right? And now let's get like 2 pixels of that, but like every wall now is going to have like its own thing, so like 2-3 pixels big, so we're going from corner to corner, and there's a reason for this, and I'm going to explain to you why there's a reason for this. And yes, for now I'm using my mouse, I'm not using my thing. So basically, right, it is marking for us centers of those sections that we've made here. What does that mean for us? It means for us that we'll be having actually much easier way to, for example, place items there. So, for example, if I want to place a window, it's going to, like, you know, kind of like just work out. Because now if I do this, right, for the windows, kind of like that, you can see that all of them are going to have kind of the same, like, you know, portion from the ceiling taken away, just in good proportion. I guess if I'll do something like that, I have already the windows, right? Because I know how the windows are going to be. And I guess here I can do the same thing. Because again, what's important for us right now is to actually understand perspective and how everything's going to go. In the end, it is going to be, you know, whole thing. But it's kind of going to mess me up. It's going to be probably shading of this whole thing, but whatever. I'm just going to make a sketch on this though. I want to like split my work into a couple segments, so that'll be it. And now I think that we are going to have like more or less around the middle, slightly taller, those, like, you know, things for the students, right? And somewhere around here I'm going to have the doors, which are going to be slightly taller like this. I'm going to mark them with red, actually. Slightly taller like this. Those are where the doors are going to be, but there's also going to be segment for the doors like this, where we are going to have some more windows. And by the way, windows, there's going to be another portion here, which is also going to be a window, like this. And then we're going to have another thing. So like low key like this. And like this. And you want that, okay. It's good to just try to track down how this portion is going to go and where the, you know, breaks are going to be. So it would have like an, because it's going to be like a, you know, shoe rack or something like that. There are going to be also under the windows, I guess some benches too. There are benches at my school, to be firm. Actually, in every school. Over here, there are benches for students to sit on, so we had quite a nice, you know, we had somewhere to sit during the break, so that was pretty nice. I know it sounds like, you know, oh, it's, you know, it's not a big deal for some people, but for me, actually, it was a huge deal, because in primary school, we didn't have benches, believe it or not. We didn't have, actually, we low-key didn't have any benches at all. So like, we were in the primary school we were we're sitting on the ground usually. And well, people are coming back with some problems actually home after sitting on the ground whole day, but school never really did anything because you know, despite parents like arguing with the school to finally get us some benches. They did. When I was leaving the school, they actually gave us they made like a bench. It was like a common area bench, you know what I'm saying? So actually, they like cheapskated so badly that they made the freaking benches only when, you know, most of the students that already entered the school, I mean, or that are about to leave the school could see them. So that was pretty moronic actually of the school. So we used to have a similar thing here. You know, we used to have a very similar way to give us the light. Like all of the benches were under the windows, so it kind of sucked too. Okay, let's try it again. I'm just going to write DXD for safekeeping, so I know what effects I want to do to it. I'm going to turn it like that. Okay, and it's going to be like 350. Let's say like at the top here. Like here, maybe, or slightly lower, like this. I want also, and maybe, yeah, like this. And let's push it here. And I want the XD to be like reversed, the other D to be like reversed, you know what I'm saying? But I want it to be like reversed in this place, so okay. That's center. Alrighty. So that's that. We've got the DXD, and it's like one of the D's is you know, reversed. And I guess in the background I'm going to make like some kind of, I'm thinking about like mixing things a little bit, you know what I'm saying? So like those D's are going to be kind of like wings, but I still want to have some of the wings. And I think I'm going to have like, I don't know, actually. I'm Confucian. Kind of like this. Oh my. Like this, but like I need to push it to the side slightly. Like that. Okay. Yeah. So that's going to be like a magical circle because again, like demons in High School DxD are actually from, you know, from the thing. And to be fair, on the thumbnail, I think I'm going to exchange the photo that we have from High School DxD to this one. But I'm going to finally have everything done. I think I would want like another circle or like half circle here. Kind of going like this. Nah, slightly smaller. So like from here to like here, I guess. Yeah. And we would have like Issei here in the middle. Kind of, you know, like this, some kind of like blurred mysterious shadow. Hi Son Goku, good to have you here. How are you? Hope how's going? Son, remind me if I'm wrong, but I think this is the first Saints round, so hope you will find a comfy corner here. How are you? How are we doing? Hopefully good. And sorry, I've got a bad memory. I really like to, welcome new people, but I also know that some people might feel hurt when I'm not remembering them. So I'm really sorry if it's not the first time. And I still welcomed you like the first timer. Kind of like this, right? Like Issei, kind of like, standing here. And I guess because he like for the school he always wore this thing, but I don't think that's going to be necessary. So now also for further effect, by the way, we are making the series thumbnail basically. So like for the further effect, we are going to give them turn those D's actually into kind of like this wing effect. So basically those D's are going to be turned into those wings, right? Kind of like this. And okay, so I want the X to be like because like I want to add a couple things. So like everything started from those light spears, and so I want to make this like light spear design for the X because it's like X, right? Like basically those spears killed Issei, so that's the deal. I actually want those D's to be bright red. So basically it's going to create this effect that we have those like light spears, but there's the wings are going to like the D's are going to be like turned into wings, but also it's going to create this like kind of demonic face. Yeah. That's a good base for it, Yeah, that's a good way, that's a good base for it. It's like miscellaneous graphics. I'm going to save it here into like square thumbnail. Okay, and tell me, son, how are you? How have you been? Are you interested in drawing? Actually, series. No. Okay. Let's see how those are usually looking. Also, so those need to be like what, like 9:16 ratio, I guess. So like YouTube kind of ratio, 1080 by 1920. Okay. And 80 by 1920, so like this. I guess it's like we can do literally the same thing. It's like literally copy and paste that, but like turn it slightly differently. So we are going to take that this is going to go down here like that. Basically, we're going to like rebuild everything, but you know, we're going to just have a little bit more space above. Low key kind of like this. And now like this. Okay, so now Issei with wings. No. Issei is going to go down here. But the wings with the logo are going to stay there. And we can drop it down slightly like this. Shoot. I guess we can like centralize it. And yeah, it actually works good. Okay, that makes sense. So that'll be vertical thumbnail. Okay. What's an episode thumbnail? Let me Google that too, real quick. Oh, so those are like those smaller covers that should be underneath the thing. Okay. The thing is that I can draw my things, you know. Yeah, so it's supposed to be like a clue for the episode, basically. Okay, I guess we're going to do that later. So like, basically I'm going to, so I guess the plan is to finish the chapter first, then we're going to upload it, right? Despite like 62 pages, basically. Okay. Oh, and everything else is like creator profile. Yeah. All right, that makes sense. Actually, so basically, why am I doing this? There's a reason behind that. And not like the actual panels. I don't know how to I have no idea how to proceed. I actually have zero idea how to proceed with it, and I'm lost. So I need to like, when it comes to the, you know, manga making, I need like moment, like I can do those maybe while I'm going to rethink everything, but like I need to rethink everything connected with the manga itself. You know, like what are going to be next steps? How am I supposed to do that? I need to like look a little bit more into Webtoon and understand actually the process what they are going through, and kind of stylize myself on this. Of course, I know that one panel is going to be one page, so and I have already prepared a 62-page long 62-page long section, right? Like 62-page long file, right? Comic book file that's supposed to allow me for you know, doing things, right? Yeah. So the shtick is going to be rather problematic. Yeah. I think what we could work on first would be the writing logo. You know, like just design the writing logo, because I want it to be like custom shape. Like actually I want this to actually look like genuine wings, basically. So kind of like this, right? Kind of like this. Just long like wings with this like, you know, thing. I'm also thinking about making those D's like flipped, right? So like, because then they are going to actually like kind of fit, because the bending would be here, but I guess then I can still like do this. We'll see. Okay, then I guess the easiest thing, right? So let's activate my powers of graphic designer, whatever. Holy Spirit, activate. Okay, so we are going for that. This is going to be like, this has like not really square shape, but like, if not square, why square shape? Okay. And like those are going to be like portions of the wings, right? So this here needs to be like that. So I guess like we're going to go like this and make this sort of a, you know, bend. So it's going to like bend here, right? On the other hand, I'm going to drop the opacity on this to like 25. Yeah. Like this. The whole circle is going to be like pushed here. Kind of. Yeah, no, like this. Because we are going to kind of squeeze the D, you know what I'm saying? Kind of like this. So we are going to have this kind of like squish. Yeah. So this is going to like push the thing, right? And it's going to give me option here. But then like I want to have those. How do you call me those thingies? Like claws, I guess. And for that portion of the wing, we really need to have like this going on. Right, because the thing itself, I reckon it's going to be give or take like this big. Kinda. Like this. And that's going to create this effect, right? That we want. And basically I can now also make another circle here. It's going to kind of make this, you know, indentation, right? That we were looking for, kinda. Like this. Yep. And then we're going to have a line going from here. Let's make it 5. It's going to go from here to kind of like here for now, whatever, like this. Yeah. And then we have that line, which is like creating something like this. And there's going to be smaller circle actually. Yes, this is how professional graphic designers are making logos. It's just playing with circles most of the time. Depends on the design, but most of the time people want something that demands like ton of circles. So actually I kind of miscalculated. I should have done this first. So that's going to be like that. Yeah. Okay, and just so you know what do I mean by this. Now, should vector layer. I'm going to take red portion and I'm going to go with the vector thingy. If I'm going to like trace all of those things, right? With the line here. I'm going to give it like a slight bend towards this. And now that. Basically, in a vector layer, I can mark this, and this is an object, and I can manipulate those elements. I can even add like more sections to it, but I prefer not to. Also, vector is going to be able to be transmutated, I guess, if that makes sense. However you want to call it, you know, like bent and whatnot. Yeah. We are slowly getting the design. I think you already see it, right? What I'm going for. Right? I do hope so. The thing is, just to like look at it and see if it's going to look like D, because if yes, then we've got it, right? Like this to this line. No. Like this. It kind of looks dumb, but let me finish the thing first. Then I need to judge it. If I... Yeah, it looks dumb. Okay, we need to redesign the thing. God damn it. That's why it takes so long to make a good logo. Like bunch of freaking circles and whatnot. It is genuinely what graphic design is about, right? It's genuinely about that. It's just pain in the ass. I think I've had like a good reference for it. Yeah. Okay. Let's do it again. Right? Yeah, let's do it again. I've got a good reference, so yeah, let's just make like a huge circle here. Actually, like this big, and this is going to be kind of like base for us. Circle is too big for the thing, so like this. Yeah, kind of like this. And shoot. Nope. And like this for the thing. No. I need to take a circle, I guess this big, and move it on separate layer. I won't get it otherwise. So yeah, because like I want this sharp twist here. And I guess I want something like that. Now, don't I? Yeah. And I want this thing to continue kind of like this though. So for now, those are good. And we're going to have like a continuation because it's going like and like that. And I want it to like twist like this. So I need a circle that's going to like close off this thing for me. Kind of like that. So it's, yeah, it's actually working. Okay. And what? Ah, here there's going to be another one. Because it's going to like bounce off. But like I need this to be like, so it's like this, like this, and then it's going to have like offshoot here. I'm going kind of with this design though. So, but like I need to, you know, logify this. So like that, but the two will have to probably go deeper like this because I just want like a smaller portion like this. Rotate it like that. Yeah, because I just want like a small like kirk here. So it's like this. It's going to continue with another drop. So it's from this kirk, it's going to go with like maybe not like this, but you know the deal. Like this. Yeah. Yeah, and it's going to, there's going to be another one, which is going to like make another like kirk here. I think it's called kirk. If not, then I have no friggin' idea where did I got kirk from. Whatever. Because I want this to go like that and then like go like this, right? So I need another circle. Which is going to go low key like this, but I need it to go. Actually, let's copy this. And it's going to go like that. Yeah. And now we are going to have like a massive circle again. I need it to be on separate thing. So that massive circle is going to like go here. And be like that, right? But the circle needs to be like longer, I guess. Because I need it to reach here. Actually? Wait, no, slightly bigger. Wait, yeah? It's going like this, then like this, here's like the thing. Then it's like going to continue this line to here. And then that line is sharply going to go here, and this is going to go like this. Yeah. And we're just going to make another line to close off the thing here. Maybe on a different layer. But it kind of works. I'm going to show you magic in a moment. Why is it so important to learn how to do things like this? Because it is. This is genuinely how professional graphic designers are making logos. It's not even a joke. It actually is reality about it. And frankly, I should make another one, another circle, because I need a circle that's going to close off like those indentations like this. I'm just going to lift it all up like this, right? Because it's like, you know, going like this, but like I need still this some kind of, you know, Well, you don't need to restrict yourself only to the things, right? Like you see that I'm using now on also just a cutout line from the circle, but you know well, you know what I'm saying. Okay, and we're going to continue it like that. Dagger, that's the word I wanted to say, not Kirk, a dagger. This like dagger thing, like jagged thing. And I need this to be rotated just so it would kind of close off two sections for me. I need this line to kind of like meet here. Nah. It's going to go like this. We're going to put it on that point. I think it should go like this. Yeah. Because it's going to create that line. Or maybe, okay, without that line, whatever. Whatever. Now look at this magic. This. Right, and it goes like this. Hits here. And basically you see what I mean? Like it would actually like flow nicely. And that's why like I want to figure it out. But this is exactly why it's actually more comfortable to make logos like this than the normal way, actually. If you want to call it normal way. And maybe like going like this. You know, going along this line. So it's like going to offshoot like this. Actually, it should like probably go to this line because it's going to like start getting smaller here, and I'm going to make another one which is going to kind of go from here. So it's going to look like it's kind of like dipping here and expanding to this section. But I don't know if I want this actually. Because it can dip like here too. But no, it should like go with this line, so I do, it should actually like go like this. You know what I'm saying? You see this? So it's going to dip like this. Wait, no, I can actually copy and paste the whole thing. And it's going to like come from that dip to this. I need a bigger line. Or maybe? Okay, because it's like dipping here. Yeah? So that we know that. And I guess I would expect it to go like this, kinda. No, actually, it should like go up to here, like this. Yeah, because then it's going to have that, you know, portion here. Yeah, but it's not going to really look like DXD at this point, right? Although I really like this design. And I think about like maybe wait. Just like yo, actually that makes a completion. Well, 300 IQ. IQ too high. It's all going to be like later on just turned properly black, but you know what I mean. And it should have like this. Actually, wait. And just like that. Holy cow, we did it. We actually got good working design of this. Now our goal is to do some trickery. Because we've got like a crap load of these, right? And like we don't need these. We've made like a lot of lines that we don't need. So we want to erase them. And actually this should be smaller. See? Like this. So it's kind of bending wrong way. Um, I guess with enough circles you can make square. Like you could make a square. Okay, and I'm just going to like erase a little bit here. To make that shape I wanted. From the beginning. Kinda. And I see that I could potentially like expand this thing here. you know? Yeah. So now I'm going to do this, reverse it, and just, you know, have it painted all black, I guess. Like solid black. Reverse and color. There. Yeah. And actually, it would work both ways, because now we can place it. Should we can place it like this on the logo, right? Or like this. But I don't know, actually. I still feel that like I would want to add a couple more things. Like this thing is really like, you know, and I guess I could do this. Okay. God damn it. Okay. And let's make like a small thing here, kind of twisted like this. And that, okay, that looks a bit more like D and a wing. It would be like this. Okay. The X is now, right? The X. Well, should. That does kind of work, though. See? I just need that X now. But Yeah, I guess this is going to be it, folks. As always, stay creative, and I hope to see you all in the next one. Take care and bye bye.